Hello there, this is Kush Sharma, your photography and video making instructor, and I welcome you to this Basics of Photography course. And trust me, this course will absolutely make your journey into photography a very exciting one. And just to let you know that you are in safe hands, I just want to dedicate this video just a bit to talk about me, but also I want to address one very important point in this video, which has got to do with these little things called as cameras, okay? Because that's what this course is about. Now, first of all, just so that you know that you are in safe hands, I have been teaching photography for almost, I'll be completing 10 years now, and during this time I have taught thousands and thousands of students via different modes of teaching, like actual physical workshops in classrooms like you can see in front of you. I've also taught my students via ebooks, up till let's say 2014 and 15 when ebooks used to be very popular. But recently the biggest change was that my company called Creative Pad Media, which is all about teaching photography and videography, ultimately went into the world of creating online courses, and our online courses now have been downloaded in over 160 countries by over 40,000 students. So just letting you know that you are in safe hands. I'm someone who has a lot of experience in teaching this beautiful art, so I hope that you will find this course of real value. Now, one thing that I really want to address in this video has got to do with the camera that we should be using in this course, because there can be a lot of confusion because we have so many different varieties of cameras that a beginner can really get confused, and that's totally understandable, right? So what type of a camera do you need in order to follow this course? Before I answer that question, let me first of all also clarify one point. Even if you do not right now have any sort of a camera with you, that is also fine, because if you are doing this course, no matter which platform you got this course on, I always give my courses for lifetime access. There's no expiry, there's no validity. That means if you got your hands on this course, you will have these videos for lifetime. That means even if you start learning right now and decide to purchase your camera later on, that is also perfectly fine. I did that when I learned photography on my own. I first learned the basics of photography, then ultimately I ended up buying a DSLR camera. But for the people who already have a camera, what type of a camera is recommended? Well, first of all, it does not matter which brand of the camera is. It does not really matter which exact type of the camera is. Even though we will be having an extensive discussion later on about DSLR versus mirrorless cameras, because that is the hot topic these days. You're going to find out it's very hyped, okay? It's not really that important, but I will address that in a video that comes later on. But the most important thing is that you should have a camera. Now, this is the important part, so just listen carefully. You need to have a camera that allows you to shoot in the manual mode setting. Okay, so right on top of these cameras, for example, I can see this thing called as a mode dial. You should be able to see the letter M or manual or something of the sorts. That means basically your camera is capable of shooting in what we call as the manual mode shooting. Okay, this is what photography is about. This is what this course is about. Learning the manual mode and the settings of aperture, shutter speed, and ISO that can be changed within your camera. That's only possible if your camera allows for manual mode shooting. Okay, so it should not be a 100% automatic camera. That's why probably let's say if you have a phone camera or a very cheap point and shoot camera which does not have that capability, I don't think you'll be able to derive too much value. But any other sort of camera, no matter which brand it is from, no matter which type of a camera is, as long as it allows you to shoot in the manual mode, we are good to go. Okay, like I said, I will keep talking about different brands. Like you can see, most of the cameras here are by this company called Nikon, also pronounced as Nikon. We also have a very popular brand called Canon, Sony, Olympus, Pentax. So many of those brands are there. It does not matter. I will be showing you later on different brands, because what will happen is sometimes if I'm just showing you a button placement on, let's say, a Nikon camera, it might just slightly differ on the Canon camera. So all this can be variable, but this is not important, because what you have to understand is something that is absolutely not variable are the photography principles. That remains constant throughout each brand or type of camera. So you really do not have to worry about the exact brand or the type of the camera you have, as long as it, like I said, allows you to shoot in the manual mode. So I really hope that you've got that point, because from the next video onwards, it's all action, because we're going to be starting off by learning about the different basic functions and parts of a DSLR camera, and that will be our first warm-up video. I can't wait to see you there. Bye for now.